Oh, yeah, good, cool. You guys are having fun. It's a good night. Yeah. I'm having a good day too. I just can finally say I am a homeowner. I own my own home. Thank you very much. It's new. It's pretty new. It's a 2008 Chevy Aveo. It's a fixer-upper, you could say. Got a flat the other day. And when I'm around macho guys that are talking about their houses, I don't say I got a flat. I say the foundation is going on my house that is not a car. That's what I said. I was with some friends the other day and they said, hey man, you want to grab a bite to eat? And I said, no, I'm just going to get some food out of my car. And he said, oh, you keep food in your car? Yeah, what kind of food do you keep in your car? I got prunes, almonds, turkey jerky. He said, oh, you're trying to be healthy? Are you trying to eat healthier? I said, no, that's just a list of food that doesn't go bad in a car. That's all. Food that I can eat, even if it's frozen. That's all that is. This took place in Chicago. I met a couple guys there, and one of them said, hey man, it's really good to have you here. Anytime you're in Chicago, you can stay at my place. I'm in Lincoln Park, just let me know. I said, that's awesome, thank you so much. Anytime you're in Detroit, you can stay at my place. I'm at Meijer, in the Meijer parking lot, so just let me know ahead of time so I can brush the Doritos crumbs off of the guest bedroom. And, it'll be great to have you. Looking forward to it. Awesome. I ran into a girl I had a crush on in high school the other day. I said, hey, small world! And she said, hey, what are you doing on my porch? It was good to see her. A good friend of mine was crying on my shoulder over a breakup. She said, I bent over backwards for him, and he never appreciated me. And I said, well, you should have bent over forward. Would have worked on me. I don't know what your end game is, but imagine a little front bend gets you 8 hours of companionship. I don't know. Is that enough? Does that work for you? My parents wouldn't let me play with Barbies when I was a kid, which I think is the real reason behind most of my G.I. Joes being gay. Look, I don't. You put enough guys together, no female companionship. One way or another, something's gonna happen. Flesh or plastic, you guys. I don't care. Something's going down. No cares. That's all there is. Yeah, stop it. What? Hey, how you doing, ladies? Good. You guys can sit up here. There's chairs. There's like a bunch of empty chairs. You don't have to all stand back there. Not kidding. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empty chairs. There's 6 of you.
I'm pretty good right here.
I'm talking to people standing in the pants. You guys in the middle that are sitting down, you guys are doing it right. I'm not talking to you guys. You guys are cool. Okay. That's alright. Oh, a friend of mine he was telling me he went to his parents' house and just to visit, over the holidays. And he went to dry his hands in the bathroom, but the only towel was from somebody's shower. So he said, I just dried them on my pants because that's gross. And I said, okay, a shower does a pretty good job of cleaning a person. So that's a pretty clean towel. And he said, yeah, but it touched my dad's dick. So if I touch the towel, it's like I'm touching my dad's dick. And I said, okay, I see your logic. But I gotta hope that your mom has never kissed you. That's totally touch your dad's dick. I don't know what you guys are laughing about. Everybody here has touched their dad's dick. At some point, whether it's your mom kissing you on the cheek, or your dad shaking your hand. Or maybe your dad just touched you with his dick. I don't know. One of those things has happened to you. And here I am, digging up memories. You're welcome. What did I want to talk about next? I don't remember. I've got a touch of my dad's dick. We can talk about some more. Is that you too? No, okay. I've got what's it called? A swear jar. My girlfriend doesn't like me swearing. I really like swearing, but I want to make her happy. So I got a swear jar. And every time I swear, I put money in it, and it goes towards the Children's Hospital of Michigan. And I'm really excited. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to help me to stop swearing. Because as much as I hate the idea of not swearing at all, I really hate the idea of kids living any longer than they should. Kids aren't that bad. I used to live with a kid. My roommates had a baby back in the day, and it was awesome. A lot of people complain about having a baby in the house, but I loved it. It was a great experience because if it screams when I pour my coffee on it, I know it's too hot to drink. Okay? And you can test the temperature of virtually anything on a baby. They're a great addition to the kitchen, you guys. And they're so easy to make. Make yourself a baby. You'll never burn your tongue again, guaranteed, immediately. That's right. And if you get sick of it, you can you just put it in a box and leave it somewhere. And then when somebody, you have no idea how excited people are when they find a baby in a box. They will call the newspaper and let everybody know. They're very, you can leave them anywhere. Front porch, fire department, on a bridge, anywhere somebody finds a baby in a box, they're gonna be very excited. So don't feel bad like you're doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's cool. So come on, you guys. When was the last time a baby contributed to your household? That's what I wanted. When a spider lives in your house and doesn't pay rent, you put it outside. That's what you do. And I mean, you don't have to, if it's catching mosquitoes, then you keep it. If your baby's catching mosquitoes, by all means, keep it. There's nothing, if it's crawling on the ceiling, maybe you got a bigger problem than a freeloader. You wanna call your priest and say, I got spider baby. And then he'll come and he's a professional. He'll know what to do. He'll take care of it for you. If I had $1 for every time I had sex in an alley, I would be a much better prostitute. As it is, I'm losing money. I'm not a very good businessman. Does anyone else find it ironic that a lady who thinks animals and people should be treated equally under the law called the cops when I took a shit on her front lawn? Not just me. Okay. A few of you got my back. That's cool. I felt weird about it at the time. A lot of people name their kids Christian. Nobody ever names their kid Jew. I've noticed. What's up with that? Yeah. There's a really clever tag on that drum. A lot of girls compliment me on my eyes. They say, Kent, you've got beautiful eyes. And I say, I'm not paying you $200 an hour to talk. But thank you. That's really nice of you to say. That's great. My parents, they're always fighting. Never got along, and it was my dad's fault. He's always saying the wrong thing, getting himself in trouble, unless he could sit down and work out his thoughts. He's quite a poet. And he wrote a note to my mom that I thought was very powerful, jotted it down. I thought maybe I could use it on a lady friend of mine someday. And I keep it with me. I should share it with you guys. It goes like this. Roses are red, violets are blue. We don't go out because I'm ashamed of you. I want a divorce. No wordsmith. Because you're all bad. If I ever opened up a donut shop and named it after a family member, I would call it Pete's Donuts, after my Uncle Pete, because my Uncle Pete looked like a donut. He was a fat man, so he was round like a donut. And also, someone shot him in the stomach and fried him in oil. You don't all seem convinced by my business venture. I have a sign outside, if this helps, it would say, go nuts at Pete's Donuts. But not as nuts as the guy who shot my uncle down in cold blood and dragged his lifeless body back to a dark basement where he submerged it in a vat of boiling motor oil. Hot and fresh. So I want people to know, I don't sell boxed donuts. I make them fresh in store, care about quality, care about the consumer. Pete's Donuts. So overnight. I'm serious about this, you guys. Come on over to Pete's Donuts and go nuts. Not as nuts as the guy who shot my... I won't do that again. Anybody here from Michigan? Some people? What a coincidence. That's cool. Me too. It's a pretty good place to be. Michigan's a cool state. You got a cool shape. You get the mitten thing and the thumb, and you got the peninsulas, and it's a cool place to live. It's a good thing you have the thumb on Michigan, though. Otherwise, really, it's just a giant cock splooging out of Wisconsin. It's kind of like a... It's kind of... It's a geography joke. It's okay. We didn't all go to, 4th grade. Is everything okay over here? You guys you keep stifling each other. Are you just enjoying yourselves?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. You're funny too. Okay, cool. I was just checking. If I was doing something wrong, you can let me know. Thank you. You're great too. I can't see you, but you're great. If you rob this place, we're all screwed. Nobody saw your face. Everybody keep an eye on that one. Okay, very good. You threw me off. Oh, she's threatening to kill me, you guys. She's making signals. Okay, she'll probably get back on track at some point. Bought a Tempur-Pedic mattress. It's really not that funny. But I bought a Tempur-Pedic mattress because I was sick and tired of my goddamn girlfriend jumping on the bed and spilling my wine. You guys a bowling ball crowd? You like a bowling ball crowd. You know how when you're trying to kick back with a good book on your ordinary mattress, and you set a glass of wine down, and then you take a break and you start hurling a bowling ball into your bed? You're gonna spill that wine, you're gonna spill it all over the place. And sure, you can flip the mattress over, but what happens the next night when you take your bowling ball break? You're gonna spill some more wine. How are you gonna explain those red stains to the broads you bring back to your place, guys? You can't do it. We're gonna switch to white wine, you pussy. I don't think. No, red wine. It's got antioxidants. It's good for your heart. Don't let your old shabby mattress get in the way of you and your health. Get a Tempur-Pedic mattress. That's right. It's affordable, easy to clean Tempur-Pedic mattress. I get $50 every time I say Tempur-Pedic mattress, everybody. All right. Okay. I feel like I could have stopped the Holocaust. I was born in the wrong decade. I would have had a pretty good chance of stopping that thing if only I could have gotten to Hitler and fed him a Reuben sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't know what you guys think of Jews, but I dare you to eat a Reuben sandwich and hate a Jew. It's got the marble rye and the corned beef. They did something right, is what I'm saying. And, if I could have just gotten to that, it's got crowd on it. How could he not like it? That's what I'm saying. Not a lot of Nazis in the audience tonight. Maybe next show. You guys familiar with Clifford the Big Red Dog? You guys know this? Yeah, for those of you that aren't, it's a series of children's books about a very large red dog. And everybody in the stories are always saying, wow, look at Clifford, he's so big. Clifford, wow, look how big that dog is. Nobody is asking, hey, why is that dog so fucking red? Have you ever seen a dog that red? He's a fire engine? No, Bill. Is that blood? Is it ink? No, kids, get off of the dog. Do not, get out of my yard. No, I did not say you could, they're not asking the important questions. It's a very red dog. That's all I'm saying. I was walking down the street the other day when I was in Chicago, and this guy who was living on the street, he held out his hand to me, and I said, no, I don't have any money, I'm sorry. He said, no. And he handed me a piece of paper on which was written his Kickstarter URL. that either you didn't hear it or nobody here has been alive for the past year. This Kickstarter URL was written on this piece of paper, and I went online to check it out. And for $1, he will ask God to bless me. For $5, I get a toothpick with a flag sticker on it. And for $10, suck your dick. He means blowjob, but online it just says suck your dick. And then for $15, a car wash. Which, there's something wrong with the pricing structure there. It needs to flip them. Because $15, that's an expensive car wash. That's asking a lot. And maybe he's thinking if I put the price of the blowjob up too high, nobody's going to buy it, and then my overall profits will be low. But anybody who's going to spend $10 on a homeless blowjob is willing to spend $15. I told him this, and now I'm getting 10% financial. Yeah. I speak the truth. That's why I'm like Jerry Seinfeld. I say what everybody's thinking. That's. You guys. I don't remember what I was talking about. Usually that one doesn't go over so well. When you laughed, it threw me off because I was telling myself, okay, just power through. They're not going to like it. Just keep going. A prostate exam is it's not funny. It's when a doctor shoves his finger into an ass. Yeah, and it's not funny. It's not gross. It's preventative medicine. It's understood. Middle-aged fellas, you just get it checked out, and that's all there is to it. However, I gotta wonder how many doctors had to stick their fingers in how many butts before they realized there's a correlation between life expectancy and the texture in there. Like there's a medical convention at some point where a doctor stood up, it was his turn, and he said, yeah, I've been fingering a lot of middle-aged men, and some of them, the bumpy ones die. The bumpy ones die. And then another guy stands up and says, I'm glad you said something, because I've experienced similar results, and I probably wouldn't have mentioned it. But yeah, we should compare findings. I brought a slideshow. So, and that's where that started. Yes. You guys ever beat someone with a bar of soap? Yeah, the idea is you put a bar of soap in a sock, and then when you beat somebody with it, it doesn't leave a mark. It's great if you're in the army or in a domestic relationship, and people always talk about, oh, it doesn't leave a mark, but they're failing to recognize that's just a really efficient weapon, you guys. Because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to beat someone with a bar of soap that wasn't in a sock. But it's really hard to do. Because when you're beating somebody, you get aggressive, your hands start to sweat, it gets all sudsy, and then every time you hit, you gotta run and you gotta go grab your soap. You can't drop your weapon, you gotta dominate them. How are they gonna feel dominated if you're running to get your, and then even if you cut finger grooves in it, you're still gonna sweat, it's still gonna get sudsy. You're cleaning your victim with every swipe. You can't clean if you take anything from tonight, it's that you can't clean your victims, people. I can't stress that enough. They have to be subjugated. It just negates it completely. And just don't. If you need a sock, I'll get you a sock. They're not that expensive. I can afford that much. I'm saving a lot on rent. Yeah. So Jesus was a carpenter. Which isn't funny until you think, yeah, when he was up on that cross, he must have been looking and thinking, man, look at this poor craftsmanship right here. This is not very good. I feel like I could have done better. What did they never hear of? What, sandpaper? This is not, and when he said, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do, he was not talking to God, he was talking to Joseph. He was saying, look, Dad, I know you're a master tradesman and all, and you can see this is not the best cross. This is maybe not the, but give him a break. They probably had an order to fill, some apprentices, Joseph, of course, he responded to his son. And I took this from the book of Joseph. It's not canonical, but it's one of the original books of the Bible. And this is Joseph responding to Jesus as he's up on the cross. Book of Joseph, chapter 3, verse 21, I think. Joseph replied, "But have you seen this sorry thing? What, my son doesn't deserve a decent cross? Look at that joint pressing into your back. Are you telling me you're comfortable up there?" Of course they hired probably Roman contractors. "And you couldn't mention my name. What, I don't need to work? Every day I schlep my tools across town, and what do I see? Always more carpenters. Do you even know the competition in this town? I offer quality at an affordable price, but what do these people want? Fast. Fast and cheap. And where's the quality then? But do these goyim think about that? No. And what would it have been to put your own father's name in the hat? I must be a regular schlemiel here. Word of mouth. Are you familiar with that concept, Mr. King of the Jews? Maybe I too could have throngs of people knocking on my door, but who's spreading the word? Certainly not my ungrateful son. After I took you in and raised you while your father was sitting pretty in his heavenly kingdom, did we see one shekel from him when you were young and we needed it most? But I wasn't going to kvetch because your mother said we would be fine and I'd have to be Meshuggah to want an angry wife. And so this is where you end up, after preaching about that schlub in the clouds. And where is he? I'm here. Your mother's... Look what you've done to your poor mother. She's on her knees, crying her eyes out because you couldn't do one little miracle for Herod to clear your name. Oh, wasn't your father that mensch? Wasn't he with you that day either? Do you know I have it on good authority that he could have gotten you out of this? A wave of his hand and you'd be fine, but instead you're being crucified on this schlocky cross. And with your mother in hysterics. You know I'll be hearing about this for weeks now. I hope you're enjoying your moment in the sun, but I'm telling you, you would enjoy it more with my years of experience supporting the weight of your body. But that's fine, whatever, who am I? Only the man who raised you, but I guess that doesn't matter. Jesus Christ, how am I going to get her home? I'm going to have to carry your mother now. At this rate, we'll be home well after sundown. Oy vey. Spaketh Joseph. This next song is, oh, that was a joke, that's okay. Because I didn't sing anything yet. This next song reminds me of my childhood. I like it a lot, and I hope you guys like it too. It has nothing to do with anything else I've talked about, so some of you might like it. Alright. Here we go. Thanks, you guys have been pretty cool. Yeah. Give it up for Art and Fridays. We had a good time here. Alright. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what would I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Get back in your fucking room! Did I say